swing, obey my commands. Trunks are a little high on both of you, so I'm not going to call them right on the line. Touch them up. Suerte, combate.
Junto Nakatani moving up in weight to challenge himself against Alexandro Santiago. Round one underway of this championship fight. Karan Bhatia on the call, joined by Chris Algieri. Alejandro in 4.25 pounds, which is actually very incredible.
Yeah, I mean, it's incredible even now. Here, 5'8" at 118 pounds. You know, and you see that long body, long torso, very wide stance, which is always interesting to me that Nakatani can get the power that he gets, even though he fights out of that wide stance the way he is.
And there we saw the left hand come in. Nakatani, and we mentioned he was also going through some personal turmoil. His house burned down. His wife and kid were in danger there. They got out okay, but that wasn't easy to deal with in terms of the preparation for him in that fight.
No, he was cut over both eyes in that fight. Took some big power from Nakatani, who's got legendary power early on, but it was his work rate and his engine that won him the day in that night. Let's see if he can bring that same energy and effort.
Rudy Hernandez said Nakatani's always been an extremely disciplined fighter, always wanted to be in the gym, and that's why the duo has been together for as long as it has, and that's shown up pounds.
Yeah, you saw that attempted counter uppercut from the outside from Nakatani. I had mentioned last round that he draws a line in the sand, and then as you cross that critical distance line, he'll let that left hand go like that. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you see him landing that jab over the top consistently. Boom, and he puts that left hand right behind it. Lightning quick.
You gotta deal with the lightning quick uppercuts from Nakatani. And that's gonna be Alejandro Santiago's challenge here tonight, with 20 seconds to go in round two.
Good short left hand right down the middle, splits the guard of Santiago.
And so far, Chris, it's been Santiago trying to get inside close distance. Big right hand there lands for Santiago, and another one. Just as we were talking about what he was trying to do, he had success getting on the inside and throwing the right hand. And it took him almost all of 2 rounds to finally get inside, but when he did so, he made Nakatani pay.
Yeah, those are big shots. And that's really what Santiago's going to have to do tonight. He's going to have to take a risk to get inside, close that distance, and land shots like that. He's going to have to punch with.
And then a fighter on the other side is not ready for the left hand because it comes a second later than you're expecting it to.
You know what they say, the punch you don't see is the one that hurts the most, and that's what Nakatani wants to do. He wants to hit you with that punch you don't see. But Santiago's super tough. You're going to have to catch him with something that he's not aware of.
Halfway through this round 3. So we saw at the end of
tricking Nakatani into him not realizing you're getting that close. Because if he tries to explode from the outside, it's going to be very easy for Nakatani to take a half step back and be able to counter. Big left hand over the top catches Santiago when he thought he was safe on the way out, still was able to land.
That's a testament to the long left hand and the reach of Nakatani. That big left hand over the top. And there it is again. Nakatani now finding a home for the left hand.
That's the thing, when Nakatani won uppercut the last 2 rounds, there was a beautiful one. There was that overhand left. I thought that was the punch that may have caused the cut, but doesn't seem like it was. Only can get to work closing up those blood vessels. Nice jab from Nakatani. Good timing, good distance. Half step back, snaps the jab.
Left hand gets through again for Nakatani. And that time it was more in the looping fashion. So that just adds another variable to Nakatani's attack. Sometimes that left hand is straight, sometimes it's looping, and you really never know. And of course the Maloney fight, which we showed highlights of, that was the looping left hand where he knocked out Maloney in spectacular fashion.
Yeah, we saw there, as soon as he threw that looping shot, he got into dangerously close. I gotta stay straight for now. Good right hand from Santiago over the top as Nakatani throws the left uppercut from too far away.
And it seemed like Santiago had success with that right hand because it was a lead right hand, right? Usually, sometimes you set up the power shot with a jab, but that time it was a lead, so it caught Nakatani by surprise.
Yeah, Santiago is starting to realize that he has to punch with Nakatani because of his control of the range. So as Nakatani steps in to try and hit him, he's got to throw with him. The problem with that is he opens himself up for those shots coming back his way, but really that's his only shot at this point. He needs to punch with Nakatani.
45 seconds to go in round 4. Junto Nakatani working the jab, working at distance. Alexandro Santiago, the champion, trying to close distance and find openings on the difficult Junto Nakatani.
There we see that good use of range from Nakatani. That round he was shooting 1-2 and then coming back with a power jab. I like that coming from the southpaw position. There we saw the overhand right from Santiago that he threw while Nakatani was throwing the uppercut from too far away. And there's that other shot you just mentioned, changing levels, coming from down, a lower position. Doing a great job of containing Santiago, keeping him on the outside and controlling the distance throughout.
We've seen moments for Santiago. At the end of round 2, he was able to get inside and close some distance and land some power shots. But a lot of this fight has been Junto Nakatani working the jab at distance and following it up with power shots.
Yeah, at this range, you're just not going to beat Nakatani. He is a master at keeping the distance, throwing those long punches. He's got the height and the reach advantage. He can do this all night long.
He's trying to get inside, trying to change up the momentum of this fight.
Well, I mean, he is the champion. He is defending his title. Nakatani is the challenger. So, you know, it's going to be more than just trying. I mean, nobody wants to leave their belt. Ooh, good shots there from Nakatani as he backs Santiago up.
Ooh. Sweeping the opening rounds and now putting on a show in round 5. Combinations, quickness, movement. Left hands upstairs, seemingly unanswered.
Dying, and then rips a left uppercut. Santiago took that well because that was right on the money. Beautifully timed shot, though. And there's that overhand jab, that 1-2-1 combination, followed with a lead.
Reach advantage, working off the jab, working off of movement. And Alexandro Santiago looking to make adjustments, looking to get inside.
Looking to no avail so far here in round.
Oh! Huge left hand by Nakatani drops the champion, Alexandro Santiago, in round 6.
You know, I'd mentioned multiple times, Santiago did not see that punch coming. Straight left hand right down the middle. Beautiful shot. Catches him on the point of the chin, put him down.
And here comes Junto Nakatani.
Oh.
Right hand, down goes Santiago again. This time it was the right hook that caused damage to drop Santiago for the second time.
I think the corner stopped it. Yeah, yep, that's it.
That's the end of the fight.